Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you how to use Dyson AirWrap to curl your hair. But before I begin, let me start with what are the attachments that are available in a Dyson AirWrap. Firstly, this is the hair drying attachment. I have just used it to dry my hair a little bit because while using the AirWrap, your hair should not be dry, it should be wet, but it should not be like dripping wet. So this, I've just used it. These two are, I don't know what Dyson calls it, but they kind of straighten my hair, or when I want my hair to be really straight. This is what these two attachments do. I'm just gonna call them combs. This one is a little easier on your scalp, at least that's what I feel. Then you get barrels like this. So these are the broader ones and these are the thinner ones. Actually, if you have hair longer than your shoulder length, like mine, there is something that's called the longer barrels. You should get them, but this was a gift, so I could not get them exchanged. So these are the shorter versions. So all four of these have a longer version also. Then you get this kind of an attachment, which I'll be using today. So you'll see how I use it. I use it to add volume to my hair. On the barrel itself, there are 4 buttons. So this button is the detachment button, so you just pull it and then you can pull this thing off. Then in the front, this one is the power on power off button. Then this is the button for the 3 different fan modes, so I'll show you. And this one is the heat button. So you see on top is the hottest, then this one is medium heat, and this one is cool air, and you kind of need it. On the screen I'll put what the temperatures are for each of these so that you can know that. This is 3 years old, so this is like the older version. The newer version has some changes. Firstly, along with the hair dryer, they have flyaway attachments that removes flyaways from your hair. But my problem is that I have a round face, so I don't want my hair to be used. You see, my hair is sticking to my face. I don't want it any which way. Thankfully, that is one attachment that I don't need. And secondly, the newer version, instead of having 2 broad and 2 narrow barrels, they have 1 broad and 1 narrow barrel, and they have a switch over here which can shift the direction. But then now I've trained myself to use this. There are certain tips that I have for this, so I think I just stick to the older version. I don't find the need to upgrade it. To begin with, the first thing that you should do is you should use a heat protectant. The one that I'm using is the Olaplex volumizing blow dry mist. Again, like I said, my problem with my hair is I need volume. Please note, when you're using the Dyson AirWrap, I put it in my eye. Your hair should not be dry, but it should not be dripping wet. It should be exactly like this. So maybe you do your makeup and then you start drying your hair. My eye, it went into my eye. What? First thing that you do is you take the front of your hair, should be like this. So you just put a clutcher like this. Yeah. So I don't use any professional clutchers or equipments as such, so you'll just find home items over here. Today I'm gonna make curls with the broader barrels. Couple of tips that I have tried and tested with the Dyson AirWrap, and I found these are great tips. So if you have the longer version, you're gonna curl your hair faster because you can take more hair at one time. So right now I have to take smaller sections. To divide your hair into half, you put a clutcher on this side so that your hair sides don't get mixed up. Once you've done that, I don't know how other people do it, but one tip that I have is always start from the back of your hair. Small sections. So you take another clutcher and tie this on this side so that even that doesn't get affected. If you are doing the left side of your face and you are looking at the barrel, make sure the arrows on the barrel are towards the right. If you have like a client, you're doing the client's left side and you're looking at the barrel, it should face towards the left. But if you're doing your own hair, you're looking at the barrel, the arrow should face towards the opposite side of the hair that you're doing. Now you attach this on this. Your hair will automatically get wrapped Your heat setting should be highest at this point. And then go closer to your hair like so, right? And keep your finger on the heat setting. Once it gets really hot, do not turn it off. The heat setting should be then turned to the cool setting. And then you hold it for like 30 more seconds or something. And then switch off and pull like so. So this is what the curl looks like once it is done. Seen a lot of people ask online, why doesn't my Dyson AirWrap curl stay for a longer time? Because you curl it on the heat setting and then switch it off and pull it down. No, you're supposed to curl it on the heat setting, then switch to the cooler setting, let the hair cool for a little while, then switch it off and then pull off your hair. Do not take a very thick section because then it's not gonna curl properly. Suppose you have hair that you've gotten like this. This is the section that you've taken. Now you see this hair looks like all the roots are from the same neighborhood on your head, and these strands of hair are from somewhere else. So that means these two cannot be curled together. This has to be curled, this has to be curled, and this has to be curled separately. Yeah. Now you take the second section. Let me repeat it for you. Honestly, it takes 15 minutes to do your hair, and honestly it doesn't take more than that. Once you get used to it, and if you use all the tips that I've given you, it shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. For this hair that is closer to your ears, be very careful. Especially with the heat settings, be very careful. So I've put in the heat, but you will feel the heat in your ear. So don't put it for really long. And then switch to the cool setting. If you're unsure of what your hair looks like right now, this is what my hair looks like right now. They're nicely curled, but they're not completely done. So I am taking really tiny sections of my hair because I have the short barrel, but you can do longer, you can take bigger sections of your hair if you have the longer barrel. So you see this side and you see this side. I haven't set my hair yet, but you see the difference, the amount of volume that this side has already brought in, whereas this side, even if I comb my hair, it's not going to have that amount of volume. For the other side, you need to detach this out. This will be hot, okay, so be careful. You need to detach this attachment and use the other side. So since I'm doing the right side and I'm looking at the barrel, the arrow should be facing towards the left. Revision for the tips. Let me quickly go and do the other side and come back. I'm done with curling both sides of my hair. These are what the curls look like. This is what it looks like. You remember this little tiny triangle that we had? And let's open this little tiny thing. Now detach the other side also and use this. First use it to comb out the hair from inside so that it's easier to comb. Then from the top, start from here, you go down, and then you curl every part of this lock of hair like this. Put them in like this. Once you do that, you turn it on high temperature, high heat. Once the heat is unbearable, it's really hot. Like, don't go really hot. Once it's hot, turn it to cool. And then switch it off and detach your machine like that. And now you can go touch up your lipstick, you can go add more blush, you do whatever. For 5 minutes, keep it like this. You might have to put on lipstick like this because you don't want it to fall, right? Or you can just hold it and do other stuff. Like, I'm gonna drink some water. Once 5 minutes are done, just remove this a little bit and try to comb your hair out. It adds so much volume and it adds so much definition to your face. You can take the whole thing and add length to your face by taking this on the right. You can play around with this volume to your hair, which makes your face look smaller, which looks amazing. Even if you're not doing the whole AirWrap Shazam, you can just use this attachment to comb your whole hair and then add volume like this. You can just put your hair, if you're wearing nice earrings, you can just put your hair behind your ears and it still looks amazing. It just looks amazing. So the next video that I'm going to create is most probably going to be how to have base that is flawless. The base does not move for the next 8 to 10 hours. You can have this kind of a base in exactly 10 minutes. And please like, share and subscribe for more such content. I'd like to create more. Thanks, bye.